Okay, so we did the series Bible, and the name of our series is called Ghosts of Characters Past, and it featured an aging movie star who was seeking out a way to continue his career, and also he was trying to seek out true love because he was dumped by his girlfriend when he started hallucinating old roles. You want to do one of these?
Sure. It feels smooth because the soundtrack consists of entirely smooth jazz. A stranger comes to town and takes his role in the direct-to-DVD movie, causing some conflict. He is fired by the director of the direct-to-DVD. We didn't do this chronologically. He's fired for insubordination by the director in the first episode. Mm-hmm. That movie that he was in is about guerrilla art. In the final episode, he imagines a detour, goes off it, and ends up crashing his car.
Leaving his fate in question.
Indeed. Why don't you take some?
And then there was an episode where he had one of his old characters was a Wild West character. So it involved dust because there was dust and tumbleweeds in the showdown in the Universal Studios lot. There was an episode featuring a circular argument because that was episode 4, and basically he was consulting a priest about his hallucinations and begins arguing whether or not he's hallucinating, but the priest was one of his old characters, so he's arguing with himself about whether or not what he sees is real. So that's that. The last episode, he gets into a car crash, so it involves a car. It's actually a car chase. There is an episode involving an insurance claim because he played a mad scientist and blew up the chemistry studio. It was regarding unrequited love because his girlfriend broke up with him because he's hallucinating, but he's still in love with her. It's about or involving robots because he played an old role where he was a robot. It's involving a dream because what was that episode?
Because some of his hallucinations are in dreams.
Yeah, some of his hallucinations come to him through the dreams. It's about delusion because all of this is delusional. He's delusional through all his hallucinations. It's about a search for freedom because he's trying to free himself from these hallucinations and then return to the real world where he can get his job back and then find out what success means in Hollywood. It's regarding magical protection because what episode was that one? I'm trying to remember. That was episode... I think that was a pilot because when he played a toy character, he was protecting everybody else in the version of Toy Stories. And, yes.
It was magic.
It was magic.
It involves a living toy because in that first episode, the robot living toy that he was playing, who has magical protection, is a living toy. It involves a silhouette because in the first episode, it's revealed that he begins hallucinating when he sees a silhouette of the living toy robot that he played. Involves an affair, because in episode 6, he begins having an affair with the wife of the director who fired him. It involves a false assumption, when he assumes that his hallucinations are real and goes along with them, as in he's actually seeing old characters coming to life. It involves a trick, because then he believes that this is actually a prank being played by other people. It involves a chemistry lab, because one of the characters that he plays is a mad scientist chemist.
Episode 5.
Episode 5. Episode 5. He plays a mad character who is a mad scientist character. It features a horse, because in the Western episode 3, he confronts him on a backlot where they're filming Western and there are horses. And also Kristen Nelson, Alexander Tronquada, Michael Nader, Ari Mostov, Michael Bugarin, Ben Chance were all involved, all contributed.
And here's how they were involved. Michael Bugarin was the mastermind behind ending each episode on the website with the phrase "hilarity and/or gratuitous nudity ensues." Ari Mostov wrote the character of Ari. Michael Nader is actually the main character of the show, and this will be shared with Universe later. But he also contributed to the season outline by naming most of the episodes, including the beloved Fistful of Oscars. And then, who helped us write the series Bible? There was somebody else who gave us feedback on the series. Ben Chance revised our series Bible and helped us make sure that we did it right.
Also, last thing, involves a hunter, because in the last episode, the director hunts the main character down, which leads to the climactic car crash.
Yeah. And I think that's it.